The Ford Bronco exploded onto the market with record-breaking demand and waitlists stretching into years, but now sales are stalling and dealers are watching inventory pile up. What went wrong? Buyers who rushed to get their hands on Ford's reborn icon are now discovering serious problems that the marketing hype conveniently left out. From reliability nightmares to daily driving misery, the issues plaguing the Bronco are turning initial excitement into genuine regret. Let's check out 7 shocking reasons why the Ford Bronco is not selling. Number 7. Sound insulation. This isn't just about a little wind whistle, we're talking about a constant barrage of road roar, wind buffeting, and mechanical drone that makes highway cruising genuinely exhausting. At speeds above 65 miles per hour, holding a conversation with your passenger becomes a challenge, and forget about enjoying your favorite podcast without cranking the volume to uncomfortable levels. The boxy, upright design that makes the Bronco look so aggressive is working against aerodynamics in the worst possible way. The removable roof panels and doors, while offering that open-air experience everyone loves in marketing photos, compromise the cabin's ability to seal out the elements when buttoned up for daily driving. Add in the aggressive all-terrain tires that most Broncos are wearing, and you're dealing with constant tire roar that penetrates the cabin at virtually every speed. Your peaceful morning commute transforms into a sensory assault that leaves you fatigued before your workday even begins. For a vehicle that's supposed to double as both weekend warrior and daily driver, this level of cabin noise is pushing potential buyers toward quieter alternatives. But the noise is just the tip of the iceberg, because the Bronco's on-road behavior is creating even bigger problems for daily drivers. Number 6. Ride quality. Step beyond the sound issues and you'll discover that this SUV's ride quality is making daily driving a genuine chore. The suspension setup that works brilliantly on rocky trails becomes a liability the moment you're navigating city streets or highway commutes. That vague, disconnected steering feel that plagues the Bronco makes lane changes on the highway feel imprecise and unsettling. You're constantly making small corrections to keep the vehicle tracking straight, which transforms what should be a relaxing cruise into an active wrestling match with the steering wheel. The off-road tuned suspension allows excessive body roll in corners and creates a floaty, unstable sensation at highway speeds. Those chunky all-terrain tires, they're transmitting every pavement imperfection directly into the cabin, turning minor road irregularities into jarring impacts. While the Bronco isn't absolutely terrible on highways, it's far from pleasant, and as a daily commuter, it falls well short of what buyers expect from a modern vehicle. Rival SUVs like the Wrangler manage to balance off-road capability with significantly better on-road manners. The on-road struggles are frustrating enough, but wait until you see how Ford dropped the ball on the interior practicality. Number 5. In-cabin practicality. Despite the Bronco's boxy exterior promising acres of interior space, Ford somehow managed to deliver a cabin that lacks basic practical solutions. The center console is surprisingly small and poorly organized, making it difficult to store everyday items like phones, wallets, and sunglasses in accessible locations. Door pockets are shallow and oddly shaped, struggling to accommodate even a standard water bottle without it rattling around or tipping over. The rear seat passengers get an even worse deal, with minimal storage options and few creature comforts. Cup holders are positioned in locations that seem almost deliberately inconvenient, and there's a shocking lack of USB charging ports for rear passengers, a feature that's standard in vehicles costing half as much. For a vehicle that's being marketed as the ultimate adventure machine, the Bronco's interior feels surprisingly unfinished when it comes to the small details that make daily life easier. The lack of practical storage is annoying, but the tech problems are where things get genuinely infuriating. Number 4. Tech features issues. Ford's sync infotainment system in the Bronco is proving to be a source of constant frustration rather than the seamless experience buyers expect. The system suffers from laggy touchscreen responses, where simple actions like changing radio stations or adjusting climate controls require multiple attempts. Menu navigation feels clunky and unintuitive, forcing drivers to take their eyes off the road for longer than necessary just to accomplish basic tasks. Software glitches are appearing with alarming frequency. Bluetooth connectivity drops randomly, forcing drivers to restart the system or their phones to re-establish connection. The navigation system occasionally freezes or provides incorrect routing information, and voice commands frequently misinterpret basic instructions. Driver assistance features like adaptive cruise control and lane keeping assist work inconsistently, with the system sometimes disengaging without clear explanation. Over-the-air updates were supposed to address these issues, but many owners are reporting that updates either fail to install properly or introduce new problems while fixing old ones. Frustrating tech is one thing, but the fundamental build quality issues reveal something far more concerning about how Ford is building these vehicles. Number 3. Quality concerns. Ford's quality control issues are becoming impossible to ignore, and the Bronco is showcasing these problems in particularly troubling ways. Owners are reporting a disturbing array of fit and finish issues that simply shouldn't exist on a vehicle in this price range. Panel gaps vary wildly from one vehicle to the next, with some Broncos showing alignment issues so severe that doors and panels don't sit flush with their surrounding surfaces. Interior materials are showing premature wear at shockingly low mileage. Dashboard plastics are developing creaks and rattles within the first few thousand miles, and door panels are flexing and making annoying noises over bumps. The removable roof panels and doors are experiencing seal failures, misalignment issues, and hardware that wears prematurely from regular removal and installation. Paint quality is another serious concern, with reports of thin application, orange peel texture, and early chipping becoming common complaints. Poor build quality is bad enough, but the ongoing fuel costs are what really make owning a Bronco financially painful. Number 2. Fuel economy. The Bronco's fuel consumption is borderline catastrophic for anyone who plans to use this vehicle as a daily driver. Multiple factors are conspiring to create fuel economy numbers that feel more appropriate for a heavy-duty truck than a midsize SUV. The boxy, upright design that gives the Bronco its distinctive appearance creates massive aerodynamic drag, forcing the engine to work significantly harder at highway speeds. While you might accept spending extra on gas for weekend adventures, watching your fuel gauge plummet during your daily commute to work becomes a painful reminder of the Bronco's inefficiency. Curb weight is another major culprit, with even base models tipping the scales at over 5,000 pounds. The high ground clearance and lifted suspension that make the Bronco so capable off-road are increasing aerodynamic resistance and reducing efficiency in everyday driving situations. Those aggressive all-terrain tires add rolling resistance that forces the engine to consume even more fuel with every mile. Real-world testing is showing that many Bronco owners are struggling to achieve even 15 miles per gallon in combined driving, with highway mileage rarely exceeding 18 miles per gallon. For perspective, competing SUVs with similar capability are delivering 20 to 25% better fuel economy, translating to hundreds or even thousands of dollars in additional fuel costs annually. With gas prices remaining volatile, these dismal fuel economy figures are becoming a serious deal-breaker for buyers who want adventure capability without the constant pain at the pump. But all the fuel money in the world won't help if the Bronco keeps breaking down, which brings us to the biggest problem of all. Number 1. Reliability concerns. The most devastating issue facing the Bronco is its rapidly deteriorating reputation for reliability. Early adopters who rushed to buy this reborn icon are now serving as cautionary tales, with their experiences revealing a troubling pattern of mechanical failures and persistent problems. Engine issues are appearing with alarming frequency, with reports of misfires, rough idling, and complete failures at relatively low mileage becoming common on owner forums and social media. Transmission problems are equally concerning, with the 10-speed automatic experiencing harsh shifting, shuddering, and in some cases, complete failure requiring replacement. The manual transmission option is showing premature clutch wear and shifting difficulties that suggest engineering compromises. Electrical gremlins are plaguing the Bronco's complex systems, with battery drain issues forcing owners to jumpstart their vehicles after sitting for just a few days. The Sasquatch package, one of the Bronco's most popular option packages, is introducing its own set of reliability concerns. The upgraded axles and locking differentials are experiencing premature wear, and the larger tires are accelerating suspension component failures. Wheel bearings, ball joints, and tie rod ends are wearing out at mileage numbers that would be considered normal maintenance intervals for basic components, not complete replacements. Water intrusion through the removable roof and door systems is damaging interior electronics and creating mold issues that are expensive to remediate. The Bronco story is becoming a cautionary tale of how initial hype can't overcome fundamental flaws in execution. From excessive cabin noise and poor on-road manners to dismal fuel economy and mounting reliability concerns, Ford's revival of this legendary nameplate is falling short of expectations. While the Bronco excels in its intended off-road environment, the compromises required for that capability are proving too severe for buyers who need a vehicle that performs well in daily driving situations. Until Ford addresses these critical shortcomings, the Bronco will continue struggling to convert initial interest into actual sales. The thing with today's market is that pretty much all cars come with a couple of serious limitations. Bronco's closest sibling, the Ranger, also comes with a set of weak points, and you can check them out in our next video. Reliability concerns, limited configurations, and underwhelming ride quality are just some of the reasons to consider alternatives.